Welcome back everyone, I am Marcus and we are with the final part of Megaman 3 as we start the exploration of Wily Castle with a free one-up. The doctor is really generous, you're gonna see in this incarnation of the castle. This one is probably the easiest overall for a variety of reasons that we're gonna see sooner. Let's just say, keep counting of all the free pickups are gonna be splattered all over the place in this castle, just in this first stage alone. Look, yeah, one up and one E-tank. I'm not gonna count them all, but I'm sure you the temptation was there to make it this into a counting gag, but then I think my commentary would be very, very boring. And oh, one opportunity to show up Rush Marine in its full power. Yeah, they should have made more shooting section like this in Mega Man. They really wasted an opportunity with Rush Marine to not do stuff like that. And we have Crushman style gates here. Just use hard knuckle to push through them all, and yeah, do I have to reiterate what I already said at the beginning of this part? All these pickups are basically the reason why this dungeon, it's not an RPG, Marcus, why this castle is very easy to just plow through. You will never run out of lives, you never run out of E-tanks, and if you, by sheer disgrace, you end up losing all of your health in this place, guess what? All run out of lives and make a game over, guess what? All that stuff respawns. So yeah, it's basically, you could intentionally game over in this stage just for the sake of maxing out your E-tank counter. It would be a gigantic waste of time, but you can do it if you want. So yeah, Wily Castle. Apparently all the talk about Dr. Wily potentially being having redeemed himself was a lot of bullshit. If some of you was kind of bought into that freaking plot thread. I don't know why they did this. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad choice, because honestly, I think Mega Man has the potential to actually have a more involved story, as we are gonna see later in other series. Like if I ever end up making a full Let's Play of the 4 Mega Man Zero games, the potential for a story is there, but not on the NES. The NES didn't really allow much for that. The most you get is the Ninja Gaiden series, which really went deep into trying to tell a story with all those cutscenes, and those cutscenes were great. Like, I love how Ninja Gaiden presented itself and really tried to push the boundaries of, yeah, we're gonna tell a story on this console, and we're gonna actually try something. But yeah, with Mega Man, there really was no way to do so unless you're gonna completely break the pace of going stage by stage by stage by stage and constantly doing all of the bosses, getting all of the powers, because that was basically the major point in Mega Man. Collect all of your powers. So yeah, I applaud them for trying. I just don't think the the result was all that well done here. Especially like what happened with Brakeman. Brakeman was basically helping him. Who is this Brakeman? We didn't actually beat him, he just ran away. So yeah, maybe he's gonna show up again in this castle. I know people that I know Mega Man fans are probably cringing at me trying to feign ignorance with this without the stories going, but guys, I need something to latch on to, and I do think they were trying to do something with Mega Man 3. But yeah, something didn't exactly pan out. So yeah, Gamma, the peacekeeping robot, wasn't exactly built for peacekeeping, and yeah, we are in a situation. Oh my god, this thing is amazing. Like, I should just let myself die at this point, but no, I am stubborn. I gotta get out of here, and I gotta face all these freaking bees, these annoying bees, one by one. And yet I'm still dying. I'm still very much dying at this point. And then other 5 of these come out, and they are not dying anyway. That was embarrassing. But you know what? Of all the deaths I had in this run, that was the one that made me laugh the most. I was really laughing my ass off when that happened. Yeah, I hate those bees. They are, hands down, the most annoying enemies in this game. And you really just have to stop and take your time. Oh my god, that is annoying! When you get the pickup in a point and you can't actually pick up because it's obstructed by other stuff. Ugh. Whatever, it's not like I'm running out of lives anyway. And yeah, this stage is also gonna use Rush Jet a lot, but energy pickups and other stuff like 2 E-tanks, one next to each other. What was the point? Why? I don't know, was this an apology? They really thought the Dog Robot stage was too much of a hindrance, so they decided, okay, well, we're gonna give you stuff here. And yeah, I didn't talk about the boss previously, but I have to mention this guy. Look who's back! The Yellow Devil for Mega Man 1. And look at how much difference does just having a simple slide. All this stuff gets way much easier to avoid once you have a slide, because you just slide over the under the projectiles and do it that way. Also, his eye stays open a lot more in this incarnation, because it shoots 3 projectiles instead of 1. So you basically have a lot more opportunities to hit him with his weakness, which is the hard knuckle. So good luck with the timing. But yeah, this incarnation is a lot easier than the one in the first Mega Man game. And honestly, I like this type of boss becoming kind of a tradition. I know some people find this pattern way too chaotic and really gets on their nerves, but yeah, I like it. And at least this time I don't have to pause glitch to get the hell out of here. Although I don't think it works. They learned their lesson and didn't put 2 different pause buttons this time. So yeah, this you gotta have to be patient and learn to avoid these attacks, which I didn't do a good job about it, but yeah, you know what? What works, it works. So we have another couple of stages right here. As you can see, we are blasting through. This really is one of the other reasons why these stages are so easy. It's not only the fact that they give you a lot of recovery items, but it's also the level design doesn't put any weird traps or stuff like that. So yeah, it's really just a cozy ride inside this castle. I wanted to go back and get those energy capsules, but at the end of the day I decided against it. Because, yeah, I am already full of energy with whatever stuff I need to do. I wish I could shoot downwards with the Shadow Blade, because I would like to get rid of that freaking dome. I can't see anything! But yeah, this is how Magnet Beam really gets into play. And yeah, people talked... I want to say something about the Wily Castle themes. I know people constantly bring up the theme from Mega Man 2, because of course Mega Man 2 is the one that people played the most, but Mega Man 3 really has two of my absolute favorite Wily Castle themes ever. This one, especially because there are two, because in both Mega Man 1 and Mega Man 2, there was the second theme that was more dreary, atmospheric and stuff, but really did come off more as annoying. This one is really somber, but it really works. It's just a really enjoyable beat. And what the Megas did with these compositions is just mwah. Yeah, Mega Man 3, absolute top tier Wily stages. And we're gonna hear some great compositions later. The other games deserve more love for their soundtrack, honestly. I know Mega Man 2 has a lot of bangers, but really, we talk too much about just the Mega Man 2 soundtrack. We need to show more love to the soundtracks of the other games. At least this is how I feel for what I see around on the internet. Now I'm wasting time with this freaking fight because there is only one true Mega Man in this, and for the biggest portion of this fight, it was constantly the one on the top. There was the real one, and the moment I decided to climb, then it decides to just stay in the middle. The freaking annoyance. So yeah, be wary of your life in this place. This fight is actually not that hard. As you can see, the Mega Buster just drains the energy of these clothes like nothing. The biggest challenge is actually finding what's the real one. But once you've found it, it crumbles like that. And we are finally at the 4th stage in this game. Is this gonna be the rush, the boss rush stage? I don't remember. We're gonna see in a while. Oh, I forgot what this is an enemy that really took me by surprise when I was recording, because I did not remember this enemy ever existing. I was like, who the fuck are you? Why are you here? Where did you come from? I don't know who you are. But yeah, it was a nice surprise. It's great to be just surprised a bit by memory. Go away, please. I don't need your garbage. It's also hard to avoid those freaking shots because they home in on you and they are so big, and there's also debris around. So you have to be in the right place for you to just slide away from the from the action. And yep, I was right. It's boss rush time. It's gonna be fun. Hi, Needleman. It's not nice to be seeing you again. And yeah, just as always, I jump cutting through all of this because you already saw all these fights. Goodbye, Snake Man. That was the last one, I feel. Yeah. And the boss rush stage is over. This is the only time, the only time I feel where the boss rush stage just ends like this. It doesn't have a Wily fight right after. And if you're wondering why the hell I'm refilling the top speed of all weapons, well, you're gonna find that out pretty soon, I feel. But yeah, don't underestimate the top speed. For as stupid of a weapon as it is, it has its purpose. Oh my god, it has its purpose. And we are finally full, and now it's the fight with the third Wily machine that is, I don't know, a walking sewing machine? I don't know what the hell this thing is supposed to be. And it's also very easy to avoid, like this squiggly pattern is certainly annoying, but The hardest part is not so much of avoiding the flame, is avoiding the pillars and then sliding under it. And I forgot what the hell its weakness was, so right now I'm just going the old school. This is what you have to do when you don't know the weakness of a boss. You just try everything and see what works. And apparently he's the hard knuckle. And now this section, I don't know if there's a more clever way to do it, because Wily, it's in the pod, right in the dome. I don't know if the compression is gonna make us able to see him, but I feel the only way to reach him is with the rush jet. I always did this with the rush jet. I don't know if there's another way to do it if you don't have the energy for the rush jet. I hope there is. Oh damn it, it was a decoy. Of all the time you do for robotics and you just do a decoy with a comical slinky on the neck? Dude. Let's see what weapons we have. You know, I like how they just refill you with all of this stuff right here. Another extra life, another redeck, just in case you used all the other 10 they gave you throughout the adventure. You may never know. So let's see what the final boss is. And it's the giant Gamma. And since it's giant, it means we just have his gigantic head. And he looks distractingly like Gutsman. I don't know why. Oh yeah, maybe the Shadow Blade can actually reach the top of Wily. Of Wily's dome in the machine. Yeah, so let's go with the Shadow Blades. I feel these are his weakness because the energy is going down quick. And once he gets in half, he gets his helmet with Wily inside, and let's take it away with the top spin. The first time I played this, I used Snake Man's weapon, but the top spin basically just one-shots him. It's insane. And we have beaten Megaman 3! Oh, the castle is crumbling. Ouch! Damn! Oh, who is this? Where's Dr. Wily? Oh no! Too late! I almost missed it. Epilogue. Megaman, you've regained consciousness. I found you lying here when I arrived. I wonder who brought you here. This whistle! He must have been Proto Man! Who is Proto Man? You mean that guy we were facing all this time that was pretending to be Breakman? You know that guy? How do you know him, Dr. Wily? Are you hiding something from us? Who the hell is Proto Man? Well, let's wait a minute and we will find out once the credits start rolling for real. Because then we're getting a roll call of all the other robots built by Wily. And I like that they give you actually the reason why they were built. I feel they needed to do this for every other robot master in the series. Housekeeping robot, of course. Roller deserves to be the protagonist at some point. And he also misspelled Dr. Light. And yeah, Proto Man was the prototype of Megaman. In Japan it was called Blues, because rock and blues. And apparently he helped us? It's not exactly clear, but Proto Man in this series kinda shifts one way or the other, depending on what the writers feel like doing. I think in the cartoon it was evil, but who knows. But yeah, we've beaten Megaman 3, and honestly, I enjoy this game, but it's not as I don't enjoy it as much as Megaman 2. Of course, it's the Doc Robot stuff in the middle, it really does drag a bit. But yeah, it does a lot of improvements. The introduction of the slide is important, very important for both fighting patterns and level design. So yeah, that is this for many is the definitive incarnation of Mega Man. But honestly, if I have to rank it, I'll put it over Mega Man 1. but under Mega Man 2. For now, this was straight down the middle. A tough task to follow a perfect game like Mega Man 2, but really, I think they managed. Despite all the problems they had during development, I still think they managed to give us something very good, very enjoyable, and very, very fun. So now we are in the midpoint of the NES games. When the next time we get to the world of Mega Man, we're gonna see with Mega Man 4, and we're gonna see how the series manages to evolve past this, because for many, the peak of Mega Man was right here in the first 3 games, and afterwards they all just they exist. But no, I still think that all the other games past 3 have a lot to offer, honestly. And yeah, we're gonna see what they have to offer once we get to Mega Man 4. I am Markus, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and I will see you with the next game. Take care of yourself, guys.